Welcome back. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and in honor of this month, we welcome Juliet Ifeyinwa in Kiruka, Uzoma, a 15-year survivor and advocate for equitable care in underserved communities. As the founder of Courage to Dare, author of Flowers of Courage, and the creator of One Quiet Voice, she amplifies African women's stories and inspires hope. Juliet's journey proves that a diagnosis is not the end, but the start of a powerful new chapter. It's great to have you here with us, Juliet.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Wow. Thank you for wearing pink, this bright pink jacket. So for some, when they see the pink, they just, take note that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But for you, this is a much deeper story. It started 15 years ago.
Yes.
What aspects of that story can you share with us to help us understand how important it is to celebrate this month?
Well, my cancer journey started at the age of 34. Okay. That was 15 years ago in 2008.
Okay.
And just like every African woman, or every woman, I was ignorant on, breast health check and having to basically do a physical. So right after I had my youngest daughter, who was 1 at the time, I noticed a lump on my left breast and under my arm. Okay. At first, the doctors thought, it's after breast milk, because, about a year. So, but at some point, at the back of my mind, I knew that it was something a little bit more than just a breast health check. So I basically required, asked my doctor to do more intensive check. They did a mammogram and really didn't see much.
So the mammogram didn't show you much.
It didn't
so what
show
I'm
much.
Thinking about is, a mammogram essentially, the machines I remember, I'm not sure if it's changed now, you stand upright and then they place the machine on top of you.
Yes.
At the bottom and on top of the breast.
Yes.
And you're saying they didn't see much.
Well, they did see a mass, but they had to extensively do a biopsy to kind of get the the tissue so they could do further test.
Okay. So was it the biopsy itself was basically one of the first stages of checks?
Yes.
Or was that a painful experience, or was it simple or simpler to understand? I see it as cutting out a piece and analyzing it. Is it as simple as all that?
It was painful and fearful as well, because when you hear biopsy, then obviously something is a lot more than just a mammogram. So it was a painful experience for me, and I was scared.
Okay. Obviously, at that point, you have a lot of things going through your head. But the thing is, you did go for the check. You did go for the test. You did go for the biopsy. For many cases, we hear it gets so severe because many women don't go to check. Do you believe it's because of the anxiety and the fear that they don't go, or is there something else?
Well, I think for the most part, it's fear, and also lack of hope.
Okay.
When you feel like, in Africa, there's that stigma that cancer is a death sentence.
Yes.
And for a lot of women and men, once you hear the word cancer, you immediately think death. And so when there's lack of hope, then there's the need to not even fight and just wait for the angel of death, which it's,
It's wrong.
No. Yes, it is. It's a wrong.
It's the wrong
perception.
mindset to have.
Yes.
It's the wrong perception.
Yes.
Now, I hope you don't mind me mentioning that you had to have a mastectomy.
Yes.
You had to have them remove one of your breasts. Okay. Was it the same left breast you mentioned before?
It was a left breast.
Okay.
At the time, I had an auntie who was a medical professional.
Yeah.
So, we're very particular. Women were very particular about a breast.
Sure.
So once you hear a surgery, it's almost like your womanhood is, leaving you. But, with the support of my auntie, she did basically advised that it would be best because of the size of the tumor.
Okay.
I needed to do a mastectomy.
Okay.
And honestly, I wanted to have both breasts taken off.
Seriously?
I did.
You didn't, because I can imagine it must have been causing you a lot of pain at the time.
It did. Funny enough, it didn't cause me a lot of pain.
Okay.
What I noticed that when I was breastfeeding,
Okay.
I noticed the bloody discharge, but I, basically ignored it.
Okay.
So when I was going through the whole process, it wasn't painful, but it was just a discomfort.
I can imagine. I can only imagine. Okay, so now I know there's a particular therapy that women need to go through before they can be told it's okay to have a mastectomy, or that it'll work for them, or it'll have the desired effect. But talk us through that process.
Well, it depends on the stage of the cancer. When I was diagnosed at stage 3C. There are 4 stages of cancer. So mine was pretty advanced. The oncologists will basically make a determination. If it's a stage 1, they probably do a lumpectomy.
Okay.
But I can't speak to the fact that it might be radiation or chemotherapy.
Okay.
For me, because of the stage of my cancer, I had to go through chemotherapy and also radiation to shrink whatever was left after the chemotherapy was done.
Okay, so I know that you put a lot of this information inside your book, which is in my hand right now. It's called Flowers of Courage, My Journey Through Breast Cancer from Weakness to Power. I want to talk a little bit about chemotherapy. I'm not sure if you talked about chemotherapy in the book.
Yes, I did.
The process of chemo, I've heard, also has an adverse effect on the body, onto even the level of fertility for women. So you had 2 children at the time.
Yes.
But were you able to conceive after that?
Well, it was a decision I made with my spouse that I was going to be done having children.
Okay.
I already had 2.
Okay.
And because of the level of treatment, the chemotherapy and radiation, and mind you, I had a mastectomy.
Yes.
My surgeon advised that it would not be wise for me to put my body through that again.
Okay.
So I made a decision not to.
Okay.
And stop at just the 2.
All right. So it wasn't, but I do believe there are some cases where when women still want to have children, there are some things they can do.
Well, yes. I mean, it all depends on your body and your doctor's advice. Most times I always, a lot of us African women, we always, think about, I think having children, we make it a priority that if you don't birth your child, then you don't have ownership to that. But, with chemotherapy and radiation, I strongly advise that women don't put their body through all of that because there are a lot of hormones going through your system.
Okay. I have to say thank you for coming to talk to us one more time.
Thank you.
But what is the first thing you advise women who haven't gone for checks of recent for them to do?
Well, early detection is key. If a woman, the earlier you go check yourself, what I always advise is it's usually 6 to 7 days before your menstrual period.
Okay.
Or after your menstrual period. I always advise women, when you lay on your bed, or lay back on your bed, put a hand over your head, with 2 fingers, go around. You would definitely, if there's anything suspicious, reach out to your doctor, do it on the other side as well. So that's usually my advice to women, but early detection is key.
All right. Thank you so much, Juliet, for talking to us today. And if you would like some more information, of course, her book is titled Flowers of Courage. And of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We will do what we can to have more conversations on this right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, then, at this point, we are going to take another quick stop in the kitchen, I believe. But hey, something smells really good. Let's check it out after this break.